Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing around with another fall makeup look. I wanted to film a video using the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice eyeshadow palette, and I also used their Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick. This one's in the shade Pumpkin Spice as well, and oh my goodness, this is like the most perfect fall liquid lipstick ever. This palette, it's so easy to work with. The colors are so beautiful and they're still somewhat neutral but very wearable when it comes to the pops of colors as well. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you guys want to know how I did this makeup look, then please keep on watching. Alrighty, so let's begin. First things first, I'm going to start off with my eyes, and I am going to be using the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I haven't used this in a while, but it's so nice because as you guys can see, it just erases all that discoloration and preps your eyes for the eyeshadow. And for today's eyeshadow palette, we are using the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice eyeshadow palette, and it smells like pumpkin and the colors are so pretty for the fall time. As you guys can see, there's a lot of variety in tones here, and we are going to be playing around with the greens and the purples today. So let's get started. First things first, I'm going to go in with that matte creamy vanilla shade, and we're going to just pack this on our brow bone. I sometimes do this, sometimes I don't, but every time I highlight my brow bone, I just notice such a big difference. It just enhances my brow shape and it just brightens up the eye look so much more. Alright, so after you have your brow bone highlighted, we're going to go in with this orange transition shade. Well, I'm going to use it as a transition shade, and I'm using my Sigma E35 blending brush. You guys, do you see how buttery this eyeshadow looks? Like how it's blending out? Like I literally have zero issues with the blending. It's so smooth, very pigmented. I tapped my brush with a little bit of the product and then I tapped off the excess, going back and forth and really diffusing this color because we're going to use it as a transition shade, so I don't want it to be super intense. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Sweetie Pie, and this is more of a green toned eyeshadow, and I'm going to take a tapered blending brush. This one's from Dose of Colors, and I'm going to take it into my crease. I decided to pack this color on the outer corner of my eye. It makes such a difference when you're packing on your eyeshadow. Everything just looks so much more vibrant. I'm just using that same blending brush to pack on the color and then lightly buffing out the edges and rounding out the corners of my eyes just so everything combines and looks really smooth and blended. So once I have my desired look, we're going to go in with the lid color, and I'm going to take the Falling For You shade, which is a really pretty mossy green eyeshadow with some shimmer in it. And then I'm going to take a flat shader brush and just slightly tugging on my eye. I know this is bad for your wrinkles and stuff, but like I feel like the eyeshadow doesn't look the same if I don't pull on my eye a little bit. I'm just laying this color down on all over my eyelid and then blending it a little bit into my crease. Going in with a smaller detailing blending brush, I'm going to go in with that purpley eyeshadow, like plummy color, and placing it into the outer corner for some added definition. And I just love plummy eyeshadows. Like they are so rich and beautiful, especially for the fall time. I'm just obsessed. I wanted to play around with more of the shimmers in this palette, so I'm going to go in with fall vibes, and I would prefer to use my finger to apply this eyeshadow just because there is a lot more glitter in it. That was my bad, but it still did the job. Apply that all over the lid, and then going in with that purple, I'm using that same brush and just applying it between those two shades and kind of going back and forth and touching up the eyeshadows until I get the pigmentation that I want. And then I wanted to play around with this beautiful purple shade. As you can see, I use my finger to apply and it looks a lot more vibrant. So pretty. Like these eyeshadows are so easy to work with. Like I'm so impressed. After looking at this eye makeup, I decided I want a little bit more warmth, so I'm going to go in with that shade, which is a straight up like orange, and I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush and just taking that into my crease, and oh my goodness, this just tied the look together. It looks so pretty. And then going in with that shade, I'm going to take it below my crease, just so I have a more gradient, like gradient look. And you guys know when I do eyeshadow palette like videos, like I try to use as many shades from the palette just because it's like a challenge for me. Like it's fun. That's it for the eye look. I'm going to add my mascara and falsies. Just any kind of wispy lashes. I don't remember the name of these. So we're going to pop those lashes on and whoo, love the way this eye look turned out. So pretty. I am going to do my primer and foundation off camera because I'm doing a first impressions review on a foundation. So that is my foundation on. And then I'm gonna go in with my NARS concealer underneath my eyes and a little bit on the outer corner, and then we're gonna go in with a sponge to blend this into the skin. Once that is all blended out, I'm going to use this Lancome loose setting powder, and I find that with this powder it's best to set with a brush just because it's so fine that if I bake with this, I feel like it will leave a major like white cast underneath my eyes. So I just dust a little bit of powder underneath my nose, around my mouth, anywhere where I want to set so it doesn't crease. And then we're doing a little bit of lower lash line work, and I'm just blending a few of the browns, and then that plummy color, I'm really focusing it on the outer corners of my eye, and then adding some mascara. And then for the bronzer, I'm using a NARS matte bronzer. It looks like it's my skin tone, but when it's on, it's such a pretty light bronzer, just something really fresh for my face. And I'm using a duo fiber brush to apply on my cheekbones and temple area, just something light and natural. For the blush, I'm going in with the Colourpop Peachy collection blush in Fresh and Peachy, and it's just a matte peach shade. And I'm just applying that with the same brush onto the apples of my cheeks. For the highlight, I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I'm going in with this like purple iridescent highlighter from Becca Cosmetics. I had this for the longest time. I think it is limited edition, but it just has a really pretty like purple like reflex in it. And then I'm gonna layer on top of it the Becca Moonstone highlighter, which is like the vanilla highlight, just to tone down that purple a little bit if you guys want to make it like more wearable. Alright, face is pretty much done. You guys can use setting spray if you guys like. I'm going to move on to lip liner, and I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown lip pencil in Nude. And this is a darker nude lip liner, which is perfect because I do want to go with a darker nude lip for this look. We are just going to line our lips. Feel free to overline if you want to. I'm going to just a tad bit like overline just so my lips look a little bit more fuller. My top lip is a lot smaller than my bottom lip, so I like to kind of balance them out with lip liner. This Bobbi Brown one is actually really nice. Like, I really like it. And then for the lip color, we're going in with the Too Faced Melted Matte in Pumpkin Spice, and this is my first time wearing it, and it's so beautiful, you guys. Like, this color just gives me the cozy, warm fall vibes, you know, like it's so pretty. Alright guys, but that completes my Too Faced Pumpkin Spice eyeshadow palette makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it interesting and helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!